Now, why do I feel like War Games is being a bit forced on us now that Cody Rhodes is being involved and Brock Lesnar is being in this and no one really cares if he is in it? I understand that Seth Rollins is now injured, so they pivoted to like a guy like Logan Paul, which hasn't done anything since Clash in Paris. So it's just everything feels forced, and that is why I'm making this video. I am here to explain to you why WWE is making these weird creative pivots and why they think certain people would be suitable for this year's War Games. And the Logan Paul thing, I don't know another option that they had. I mean, Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, as far as like TV wise, don't get along, but at the same time, like they need somebody, and it's just Logan Paul needs to do something. And also, the main problem that I really had was when Cody Rhodes had gotten this match. Like, there was no reason for him to get in this match. The only problem that really correlated with him and just like, like division is the fact that Seth Rollins beat him for the Crown Jewel Championship. That's the only reason he probably has to be in the match. Other than that, like, he has no like other problems with the division. Like, there's no reason for him to be in anything involving this War Games match. Like, they could have did people who actually did have problems with the division. They could have did LA Knight. They could have did Sami Zayn. They could have did Jimmy Uso. They could have did anybody, but they instead decided to pivot to Cody Rhodes, who has his own problems to deal with, has his own stuff he got going on, has his own championship to defend. Like, and on top of that, it would have made sense for Cody to be in if somebody like Drew McIntyre was in. That would have made sense. But obviously, y'all know Drew McIntyre got written off TV because he went to go film a movie. Like, if y'all saw his suspension and whatnot. And Jacob Fatu is going to be out for the rest of this year due to injury and stuff like that. And obviously, y'all know about Seth Rollins. Like, it's just stuff that doesn't entirely make sense, and they just want him to do something, and he just wants to be a part of it. Like, I'm guessing that's like their main purpose there. And I understand, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes are friends, so that might be like a backup thing. But if you're adding Roman Reigns to the grand scheme of this creative things, why is Cody Rhodes a suitable option? Especially with the storyline being that Roman Reigns does not trust CM Punk. He does not trust Cody Rhodes. So, like, I mean, I understand like the CM Punk thing, considering CM Punk like does have a problem with the division. They're trying to take his title, but as far as teaming him up with Cody Rhodes, unless you have a plan to, build up their rivalry for the trilogy at WrestleMania next year, then I would understand. Considering, like, who says no to a Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes trilogy? Like, no one says no to that, right? Well, at least I don't say no to that. But unless they have a plan like that, I don't see why Cody Rhodes would be in this match. Now, Logan Paul, it took me a while to think about this, but Logan Paul, he's probably just in it because he wants like a piece of CM Punk, and he wants CM Punk's championship, which it's never gonna happen, trust me. And obviously, Brock Lesnar is gonna be in there. Brock Lesnar is confirmed to be in this match for whatever reason. And the fifth member, the only answers that I really have is theory, since Drew McIntyre is filming a movie. Like, I really don't know. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense, considering, theory is in like future plans this month. Like, well, not future plans, but plans this month. So I would assume that it's Austin Theory. I would think that y'all would assume it's Austin Theory. So why not Austin Theory? Now, as far as the women's War Games match goes, like, that especially feels forced. Like, I heard like a creator, I think his name is Kicking It with Ross. I think he got called out for like being a misogynist for, saying that there was no point in a women's War Games match, and there was a lot more depth in the men's War Games match and a lot more build up, and it just made a lot more sense. And he was saying that like there's no depth and there's no story behind what's going on in the women's War Games match, which, if you think about it, what he's saying isn't wrong. Now, I'm probably going to get called a misogynist for saying that, but it's the truth. Like, there is no real depth. I mean, they just got Nia Jax and Lash Legend, who just got called up not too long ago on SmackDown, and They have Asuka, Kyrie. They're probably gonna have Becky as their fifth member, which they are definitely. And then they have Rhea, Io, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, and AJ Lee. Like, the only thing that really makes sense between everything is the AJ Lee and Becky Lynch stuff. Other than that, it's just everything feels really forced and everything feels just a tight squeeze because the creative just doesn't know what they want to do and who they want to have involved. Because so many people have stuff to do and it wouldn't make sense for them to be in. But involving somebody who just got called up and a Nia Jax who literally has like little to no beef with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, it just doesn't make sense. Everything, I don't want to repeat the same thing like I do in a lot of my videos, but I'm trying to help y'all uncover why everything feels that way. Now, speaking from like a Lash Legend creative type standpoint, this will put her out there to as like one of the most dominant forces in the women's division today. I mean, she did do her thing in NXT. She didn't do everything she wanted in NXT, obviously, but she did have some great moments in NXT. You know, she's aligned with Nia Jax, who is also just like as dominant as in her own right. And I feel like with the opportunity that's given before her, they want her to see what she can do in an environment like this with a lot of veterans and a lot of well-decorated superstars, and see where she measures up, because she's been in NXT for the longest time now. She's been pretty dominant, you know. She didn't win any championships down there, but it is what it is, you know. And like, she is extremely tall. I don't know if y'all seen her, but she is extremely tall. Like, she's just as tall as like Nia Jax or like a Charlotte. Like, she is tall, and I have no doubt that she's a future world champion, no doubt about it. But yeah, and now Alexa and Charlotte have a reason to be involved because they are involved and they cost them the women's tag team titles, so that makes sense. And also the Kabuki Warriors have a problem with Rhea and Io, which gives Rhea and Io a shot at like, being in that match and giving them a reason to be in that match. But yeah, that kind of is what makes sense on the women's side of things, and just trying to make more sense of the, you know, the Cody Rhodes in the War Games match side of things. You know, Cody Rhodes has a problem with the division because Seth Rollins beat him. That's the only reason I can really think of, and they don't really have anything else for him to do right now. So I guess that's just what it is on that side of things. Okay, as far as I can tell it's going to be Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes, and I'm guessing they're gonna have a fifth member in like hopefully Jimmy Uso, LA Knight, or whoever. I'm gonna have to look at the sources again. Versus the Vision and Braun and Bronson, Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar, and Theory. That they're five, because you know a lot of people had to get switched out. But let me know what y'all think. You know, who should be like in this match, who deserves to be in this match, why you think they deserve to be in it, and just, you know, what makes more sense to you. Because like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand. I'm not there. I don't read these sources like that, so I really don't know. But I obviously do care about y'all's opinion, so please let me know down in the comments, man. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.